Did you know that some of your favorite foods could be making your body more acidic? And that acidity could be linked to heart disease, cancer, and skin problems. Stay tuned, because today, we're diving into the 10 acidic foods destroying your body, and you might be surprised by some of these. We all know about the importance of maintaining a healthy pH balance in our body, but did you know that certain foods could be pushing your body toward the acidic side? When we consume too many acid-forming foods, it can contribute to health problems like heart disease, cancer, and even skin issues. Sounds pretty alarming, right? But don't worry, I'm not here to just scare you. Today, we're going to talk about 10 surprising acidic foods that might be worse for your health than you think and why you should consider cutting back. Stick around until the end, because I've got a sneaky surprise food that might shock you. You won't want to miss it. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for all the health tips you need to live your healthiest life. Now, let's dive in. First up, we've got alcohol. I know a lot of us love a glass of wine with dinner or a beer with friends, but here's the deal. Alcohol is highly acidic. Drinking too much can actually increase the acidity in your body, which leads to several issues. For starters, it can make conditions like acid reflux and GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, worse, causing uncomfortable symptoms like heartburn and bloating. And that's not all. Heavy drinking can increase your risk of cancer, especially in areas like the liver, mouth, and throat. It's not just the alcohol, but the sugars and chemicals in it that can raise your body's acidity levels. So, while a drink here and there is okay, moderation is key. Keep your drinking in check to lower the acidity in your body and reduce these risks. Next on the list, we have red meat and processed meats. According to the National Cancer Institute, red meat, which includes beef, pork, and lamb, has been associated with an increased risk of colon and rectum cancer. These meats are often preserved through methods like smoking, curing, salting, and the addition of chemical preservatives, which increase their carcinogenic potential. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, has classified processed meat as a Group 1 carcinogen, meaning it is carcinogenic to humans, while red meat is classified as a Group 2A carcinogen, meaning it is probably carcinogenic. Whether it's a juicy steak or crispy bacon, these meats are acid-producing foods. Red meat, bacon, jerky, and other processed meats contribute to inflammation, heart disease, and even increase your risk of cancer, particularly colon cancer. Yikes! But don't worry, you don't have to give up protein altogether. Try swapping out those fatty cuts of beef for leaner options like fish, chicken, or even plant-based proteins like tofu or lentils. Your heart and your arteries will thank you. Speaking of sweet treats and indulgence, let's talk about the next offender, refined sugar. We all love sweet treats, but let's talk about refined sugar for a second. We all know sugar tastes amazing, but unfortunately, it's a major culprit in increasing the acidity in your body. It doesn't just spike your blood sugar levels, but it also raises your risk of developing conditions like diabetes, kidney problems, and even weak bones. Cutting back on sugary drinks, processed snacks, and desserts is a game changer when it comes to balancing your pH levels. Opting for natural sweeteners like stevia or honey can help curb your sugar cravings while keeping things more alkaline. Now, speaking of foods that can be deceivingly acidic, let's talk about something that's often considered healthy: dairy. Okay, now this one might surprise you. I know, it's often considered a healthy food, but dairy products like cheese, milk, and ice cream can increase acidity in your body because they contain phosphorus, which is acid-forming. It can even trigger heartburn for some people. Try switching to plant-based milk options or enjoy dairy in moderation. Now that we've covered dairy, let's move on to a breakfast staple: eggs. Eggs. Who doesn't love a good scrambled egg or sunny-side-up egg with toast? But here's the thing: eggs, like meat, are acid-forming foods. While eggs are packed with protein and nutrients, if you consume too many without balancing them with fruits and vegetables, they can tip your body's pH scale toward the acidic side. So, go ahead and enjoy your eggs, but remember to balance them with alkalizing foods like spinach, avocado, or a fresh fruit salad. Next up, one of the most common breakfast foods, processed grains. You know the drill. White bread, donuts, and pastries, they might smell amazing, but they're not doing your body any favors. According to a study published in PubMed, refined grains, like white bread, pasta, and sugary snacks, are linked to several negative health outcomes, including an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, CVD, type 2 diabetes, T2D, and obesity. The study suggests that a Western dietary pattern, which often includes red and processed meats, sugar-sweetened foods, French fries, high-fat dairy, and refined grains, is directly associated with these health risks. This pattern of eating not only spikes blood sugar levels, contributing to conditions like insulin resistance and inflammation, but it also raises the likelihood of developing serious diseases. These processed grains are acid-forming, hard to digest, and contribute to inflammation. I know it's tough, but trust me, your body will feel so much better when you ditch processed grains. Instead, go for whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, or oats to keep your digestive system happy and your pH levels in check. They're easier to digest, packed with fiber, and much better for your body's overall health. Speaking of beans, let's talk about legumes. Legumes and beans sounds healthy, right? You might be surprised to hear that legumes and unsprouted beans can be acid-forming. Well, here's the catch. Unsprouted beans can leave behind a chemical residue called ash, which can make your body more acidic. So, unless you're sprouting your beans, you might want to limit how many you eat. But don't worry, there's a simple fix. Sprouting beans can help reduce their acidity. So, if you love beans, try sprouting them for a healthier and less acidic option. Now, let's move on to another food that's often seen as healthy nuts. Don't freak out. Nuts are considered healthy, but they're mildly acidic. While they're packed with healthy fats and protein, if you eat too many, they can increase acidity in your body. A little bit of almonds, cashews, or walnuts can go a long way toward boosting your health. Just remember, portion control is key when it comes to nuts. A small handful here and there is ideal. And speaking of things we love, let's talk about coffee. Oh no, coffee. I know, it's the lifeblood of many, but it's another acidic food. But unfortunately, coffee is another acid-forming food. Coffee is packed with antioxidants, but it's still acid-forming, which can deplete calcium from your bones if consumed excessively. Just like alcohol, moderation is key. 1 or 2 cups should be fine, but if you're drinking a whole pot of coffee a day, it might be time to cut back. Consider swapping out one of your cups for an alkaline beverage like herbal tea or lemon water. And lastly, the one we've all been guilty of, soda. And of course, the sugary fizzy drink we all love. But soda is packed with sugar, artificial chemicals, and acids, all of which can wreak havoc on your pH balance. Not only does it increase acidity, but it also contributes to diabetes, obesity, and other chronic health issues. Do yourself a favor, ditch the soda and replace it with something refreshing and alkaline like lemon water, herbal teas, or even coconut water.
So, there you have it. 10 acidic foods that you might want to reconsider if you're aiming for better health. But here's the good news.
It's not about cutting out all your favorite things. It's about finding balance and moderation. You don't have to go to extremes. Just making small changes can make a huge difference in how you feel. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more health tips, and share this video with a friend who might need to hear it. Which of these foods was the biggest surprise to you? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, besties. Stay balanced, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.